I hear so many people tell me my metabolism's broken. Every time I can eat lettuce and gain weight. If I stopped dieting, I'll gain weight forever. There's this conception that their body is almost against them and they have to fight and beat themselves up to get to this magical land of weight loss or no cravings or food freedom or whatever that might be. And that's just simply not true. So in this video, I'm going to give you some concrete proof in my life, my clients' lives, and even in your own life that your body's on your side so you can go on this path of working with your body instead of fighting it and working against it. So keep watching. When I was struggling, I really had this belief that I would have to fight. I thought my metabolism was terrible, and it kind of was. I thought that I'd have to control my food forever. I'd lose control. I thought that I was this unique, broken person, and I don't care if other people can have food freedom and weight loss. I can't unless I'm strict and controlling myself. And for those of you who don't know me, my name's Brittany Brown. I live the opposite of that life now. We've led thousands of women to this place we call food freedom, and I just want you to know it's so possible. And so many women that we work with feel like they're stuck and like their body, no matter what, is just not gonna let go of weight unless they fight to get it off. And I wanna give you some proof here that your body actually knows how to work and wants to work and is truly on your side. And then I'm gonna tell you why this is so important at the end of the video, because I think and how this can support you on your journey. So I'm not gonna just give you examples here. I promise I'll tie it all together. So example number 1. We have so many women, at least a few women probably every couple weeks, announce in our group, in our Beating Binge Eating Masterclass group, that they have gotten their menstrual cycles, their periods back. And I know that this doesn't sound like a big deal, but if you have not had your period for 6 months, a year, 2 years, we had one client recently who literally hadn't had it in 16 years. This is a sign that your body is in pure chaos and stress and not functioning properly. Our body's not meant to have raging out of control PMS and sporadic periods. We have a monthly cycle that ideally is working and just working in accordance with it's how we bring life into this world, right? It's important and it's a sign that your body's on your side. So we have women who've been fighting their body their whole lives, right? Disordered eating, dieting, all of these things. After a couple weeks of honoring themselves, their menstrual cycles come back. And they would have these beliefs that their body was broken and it wasn't gonna work. And boom, they get this sign that hey, I'm here, I'm okay, right? And here's the thing, I mentioned earlier that I would tell you why this is important. The thing I want you to realize is your body knows how to work. Your body knows how to function. Your body knows how to have a menstrual cycle. Your body knows how to release weight. Your body doesn't want to keep you in this place of being stuck, of feeling low energy, of feeling sick. Your body's always trying to find balance and homeostasis. So it's your job to give your body the building blocks and the balance that it needs to be healthy and thriving and find homeostasis. If the body's doing anything weird and bizarre, in conditions, periodless, if that's a word, for 16 years, whatever that is your body saying, hello, knock, knock, knock. I'm on your side. I need you to come back here to my side. I'm trying to work and I'm giving you these red flags that something out there is not supporting me. Whether it's toxicity, whether it's binge eating, whether it's relationship with food, whatever it is, something's going on outside of me that's having me go haywire and trying to find balance in another way. So another example I'll give you is in my own life. I used to work out like a crazy person, 7 days a week, interval training, all these intense things. And it was the way I kind of controlled the weight that I would gain from binging. And I didn't really control it. I was 30 or 40 pounds heavier than this, but it gave me that peace. If I can do this, it'll at least counteract some of the damage I'm doing to myself, right? So I was in a four-wheeling accident. I broke my ribs and I was not able to work out. And the panic that swept over me when I wasn't able to work out was insane. I thought I was gonna gain so much weight and things were gonna be out of control. But the exact opposite happened. So it turned out that because of all the intense working out, my body was in a stress response and my body was holding on to weight. And when I was forced to not work out, my body started working again. My PMS got better, my cravings went down, my inflammation, I was like always kind of puffy and inflamed looking, that went down, my cravings went down, a lot of my binge eating went down, and I lost weight. And so it was like this whole time I was doing all these things to lose weight and have all those things happen, but through the fight, it was making my body worse. And as soon as I slowed down and took care of myself, my body also let go. So I let go of the fight and my body let go. And I have so many examples of this. Stella, our coaching director, is a prime example of this too. She tore her hamstring a few months out from her wedding. She was running half marathons. She was terrified that if she gave that up, that she would not lose weight and she would, binge and all this stuff. And through the process of just like rehabilitation work and healing and getting out of the stress response and connecting with her body, all her weight that she had accumulated prior started coming off. She felt better, less craving. She felt incredible on her wedding day. Basically, her body was just waiting for her to just slow down, honor it, and take care of it. And I could go over and over and over and over and over again with so many things. I'll give you one more example from my own life and then I'll stop, but I have millions more where this came from. For me, I was on thyroid medicine since I was 18 years old, and I was wrongly prescribed. So the thyroid medicine suppressed my thyroid hormone. Every time I would try to go off of it, I would feel like death and I would stop. And I got adrenal fatigue and all these really serious conditions because of it. So my blood test got so weird and we couldn't balance it out that the new doctor I went to was like, listen, you just have to stop this medicine. And I was terrified. I thought that my body had not worked in 12 years with my thyroid. It's not gonna work now, and I'm gonna gain all this weight and I'm gonna feel awful. I'm gonna feel all these things if I stop. And to be honest, I did feel all those things for like a month. It was really hard. But now, after the process, my body's working. My thyroid's producing hormone, like my brain's signaling to my thyroid to produce it. I feel better. I feel not better. I was sick and I felt like I was nearly dying every day and nauseous and terrible. And I feel energized and alive and amazing. And this is not because I was fighting my body. This is because I listened to my body's signs and worked with it. And so, those are just some examples from our clients and our team. There's so many more where this came from. But one thing I want to ask you in your own life is, what are times where you've taken care of yourself and had signs that your body is actually working? And if you can't find any, are you breathing right now? Because right now, if you're watching me, you're not thinking about breathing, but it's happening. And if you put your fingers right here and do it with me, you're going to feel a heartbeat. And you're not thinking about your heart beating. It's just happening. If you cut yourself, don't do that. But if you cut yourself right now, thousands of little, I don't know what they're called, would go to the cut. Inflammation would happen, nutrients would go to the cut, you would heal. Immunity response would happen so you don't get sick. There's so many processes that happen. Your body's got your back, right? Your body is here for you and has got your back. And now it's time to have your body's back and work with your body instead of against it. And right now your body might not trust you if you've been holding back food and restricting and those kind of things, but through repetitive care, through honoring yourself, through taking care of yourself, your body will begin to trust you again. And everything you want is on the other side of your body trusting you and you trusting your body. Freedom, ease with your food, less cravings, weight loss, happiness, energy, health, vitality, all of it, all the things, they can be yours. But it takes kind of laying down the sword and partnering with your body instead of putting up such a fight and force and all that stuff that we don't stand for here. So I know this is a little bit different perspective that's sometimes a little hard to grasp. And even though you see these results in other people's lives, it might be like, wait, could this really happen in my own? So I promise you it can, no matter where you are, no matter what you're dealing with. And so what I'd love for you to do is, if you need support in this area, be sure to go to the link just below this video or someplace around it. There's a free training there for you to support you and guide you out of the struggle with your body and food and into a place of freedom and ease. So go get that training now. It's gonna support you so much. And if you like this video, be sure to click like, hit subscribe. I do videos just like this on a wide variety of topics, all things food freedom, body love, living a life you love, every Tuesday. So click subscribe and I will see you in the next video. The training that I have in the description just below this video, or the link, just click someplace around this, that training is going to be what supports you with getting there.